Ramachandra's renunciation at the prime age from 25 to 39. He gave up the whole kingdom and went to forest. For that, religion is not the reason, right? Some ideology is not the reason. An ideology can make a person to do an extraordinary sacrifice. Religion also can do it. Rama's motivation is some other thing which is even subtler, very invisible, is not easy to understand, but more universal. What is that? Dharma. Dharma. Dharma is not religion. What is dharma after all? So many definitions of dharma are found, but here in this context, lokas samasta sukhino bhavantu, universal welfare. Passion and action for universal welfare is dharma. Finished. ज्ञानेन आकाशकल्पेन धर्मान्यो गगनोपमान् ज्ञेया भेदेन सम्बुद्धः तं वन्दे द्विपदाम्बरम्. We were enjoying various bhavas in which Dasya Bhava and Shanta Bhava are left. They are today's topics. Today morning we are starting with Dasya Bhava. We are going to deal with various dasas of Ramachandra, various sevakas of Ramachandra. They are not paid servants. They are Swayam Sevaks of Ramachandra. Before talking about them, we also have to see how Rama himself is a Swayam Sevak. Here is an interesting topic. As soon as we wish to connect Dasya Bhava with Ramayana, definitely we will be remembered of Hanuman first. There is a shloka for Navavidha Bhakti by some great man. All examples he gives from Bhagavata Mahapurana in that shloka, Parikshit Shravane, like that the shloka runs. But when it comes to Dasya Bhava, the one who has written this shloka must be a great Bhagavata Rasika, Bhagavata scholar. But when it comes to Dasya Bhava, he is referring Hanuman. That's a very interesting thing. For all other it may not be called as Bhava. All other Navadha Bhakti, 9 types of Bhakti, in all other types, he was representing several examples from Bhagavata Mahapuranam, but when it comes to Dasyam, he is referring to Hanuman. It means to everybody, not only to a Rama Bhakta, to everybody, at least in Sanatana Dharma, when Dasyam comes, all are remembering first Hanuman. This is no doubt in it. But here, strangely, surprisingly, we start the lecture with Dasya Bhavam in Ramachandra. He is Sharanya, he is not Sharanagata. Dasya Bhavam of Sharanya, Dasya Bhavam of a leader, may appear to be a paradox, but in my view, no leader becomes an effective leader without servitude, without serving attitude. In medieval age, we come across various leaders. Medieval age definition of leader is different. In medieval ages, leader has to be a dictator and he has to be a ruler. He has to be an emperor. But gradually in this era, modern era you may call, or even postmodern era, regarding leadership, the ideas change. A leader is a democratic leader. Even in novels and the epics, they don't prefer the word hero nowadays. They call him as protagonist. Okay. The same way, a leader has to be a, a servant also. If he doesn't have serving attitude, he is not a effective leader. Leader is a democratic leader, people friendly leader, benevolent leader. Such a leader is expected by the people nowadays. There is a saying in English, a good speaker has to be a good listener also. The same way, a good leader has to be a good servant also. Leave this medieval age idea, but when we go back to the time of Ramayana or the Veda, we see such a kind of benevolent, people friendly, calm leader. See, the great epic Mahabharata, which is guiding this nation for 5,000 years at least, which has 1 lakh verses. Such a huge epic Mahabharata doesn't have a flamboyant hero. Its hero is, I don't know whether you can call him as hero or not. Its protagonist is Yudhishthira, Dharmaputra, modest, polite. Okay. Vyasa got attracted to that man. And great flamboyant heroes, they all fall at his feet. Bhimasena or Arjuna. Even Krishna is standing for him. Okay, Krishna goes as a messenger to this Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is the protagonist of such grand epic. You can't imagine this. He is not very attractive or charismatic or very great, valorous, mighty. You can't see that in Yudhishthira. What is there in Yudhishthira? Modesty, dharma. He becomes a central figure of such a grand epic. So, leader in the modern days, gradually, I don't say that all have accepted such a kind of leader. Gradually, that idea is evolving. In due course of time, Yudhishthira like leader may be preferred by the people. This is what we expect. So coming back to Ramayana, let me give an example for how a leader has to be a good servant also. Take Ramakrishna Mission. Many of the presidents of Ramakrishna Mission, for example, Swami Ranganathananda, they were all working in Ramakrishna Mission. When they entered into Ramakrishna Mission, they may be working in kitchen, cutting some vegetables, or working as a librarian. That is how it starts. Gradually, they go up to the status of a president of whole Ramakrishna Mission throughout the world. This is the way they evolve as a leader. This I have shown only as an example. Ramachandra is a son of a king, son of an emperor. No doubt it contributed in his coming as a ruler next to Dasharatha. But it alone doesn't contribute. It is only secondary. Because in the second chapter of Ayodhya Kanda, we come across how Dasharatha is conducting the court. While Dasharatha plans to coronate Sri Rama, it is not a solo decision. He is not making that decision all alone. Even in later Ramayanas, in some Ramayanas he makes solo decision. In medieval age Ramayanas, generally all these Ramayanas reflect the society. In some other Ramayanas, he asks only Vasishta Maharshi. Like that it goes. But here in Valmiki's Ramayana, it's a very unique thing. He is gathering the people in the court and he is asking the people. Dasaratha is asking the people. And he expresses his plan also. I wish to crown my son. Now I am getting retired. I want rest. Shall I coronate my son? I believe that my son is capable of governing this kingdom. But anyhow, my belief may not be right because I am not objective to any father. His son is the best son in the whole world. To Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana is the best son. Anya madhyastha chintahi vimardabhyatikodaya. Therefore, I want a madhyastha opinion, an objective opinion. That is why I am asking all of you, what's your feeling regarding this? Hitam anyatu vichintyatam. If you don't prefer Rama to be my successor, you may suggest someone else also. He goes to such an extent. Hitam anyatu vichintyatam. And the ministers, they are sitting there, not only ministers, pratinidhis, how to call in English, representatives of the people. King is sitting, then the representatives of the people, then the people. These representatives, Mahapariva says in Devatin Koral, these representatives must be elected on those days. He is showing Uttaramerur for that election. He gives a very detailed description of the ancient democracy of India. Emperor was not elected, sure. But the local representatives of the people, there were elections, and it was democratic. Those representatives, they talk with their own people. Some discussion is going on. There is some protocol, there is some formality there. While we read the chapter, we are understanding it's not just Dasaratha's virtue which made him to talk to the people. It was a trend. I don't know about the whole world, but in Ichwaku lineage, it was a trend. Before crowning his own son, a king has to commence the court and ask these things. He has to put these things in front of the people. The representatives of the people, they talk to the people, and after that they all come to a same conclusion. They all, with a cheerful voice, they respond, Ichamaha. We all wish Rama to be the ruler. On seeing this, Dasaratha becomes happy and he is asking, why do you, that's very interesting. He did not stop there. Okay, you all need Rama as ruler? Fine, let me coronate him. Why do you want Rama to be my successor? Dasaratha is asking. Then the people are explaining a second chapter, very important chapter. Before going for voting, I feel that all citizens of India have to read this chapter. In every election. How responsible we are to choose our king or to choose our ruler. We are not using those things. Even there we become selfish. Some people, they don't vote at all. Some people, they say, we have Kuladharma here also. My father voted and my grandfather voted, great-grandfather voted. For the same party, I have to vote. I don't bother what rogue is sitting there. This is the Kuladharma in our lineage. We will vote for the same party. That kind of ideas, very weak ideas. Some people say, how can I go and stand in that queue? It's a very long queue. Better I can sit and watch the television, what is happening, how counting is happening, all those things. For that, they will spend some 12 hours. In that queue, they can't stand for some half an hour. That's a problem. Few other problems are also there. He goes for sincerely for voting, but his voter ID is cut off. He goes there, then only he comes to know. Okay, today I can't vote, or somebody else has voted. That also happens. With so many issues, this voting is happening in India. Anyhow, coming back to the point, before going for voting, we need to read this chapter. Why people wish Rama to be their ruler, their leader. So many virtues, so many tall virtues are described here. Among those virtues, a very important virtue is this. What is that? Seva. Yada vrajati sangramam gramarthe nagarasya va gatva saumitri sahitaha na vijitya nivartate संग्रामात् पुनरागत्य कुञ्जरेण रथेन वा पौरान् स्वजनवन् नित्यम् कुशलं परिपृच्छति. If there is any issue, can be land issue or property issue, in the village, in any village or any town in that Kosala kingdom, Rama goes to solve that problem. This is very important. Rama is not sending somebody else. He is coming by himself. Okay. I was giving a lecture of Rajatarangani for around 7 hours, I think. Rajatarangani is Kashmir history, ancient Kashmir history. A king comes there, I have forgotten his name. That king, when he comes to know a cobbler is upset with the king directly goes to the house of that cobbler. Even the cobbler did not expect. Cobbler was surprised to see that king. While some land dispute, okay, government is going to acquire cobbler's land. That's the issue. So the king by himself directly comes to that cobbler. Cobbler is talking for several verses. We have to read that. See, we think that these things are modern and all. How Rajatarangani, which came before 1,000 years, it talks a cobbler's view. Cobbler presents his view. He says, as your palace is very important for you, my hut is important for me. That is how his thoughts. And he is going on talking to the king. That is recorded in Rajatarangani. So this is very important. A leader should not hide. Leader comes directly to solve the issue. Now, avijitya nivartate, he doesn't return without solving the issue. Now, avijitya nivartate. While going, not even while going, while coming back, on the way he crosses various villages and towns, right? On the way he halts and he is talking to the people. He is asking about their welfare. He is concerned with that. Putreshu, Agnishu, Dareshu, Preshya Sishya Ganeshu Che Nikhilena Anupurya Che Pita Putra Nivaurasan Susrushante Chavasishyaha Kachit Karmasu Damsitaha Itinaha Purushavyagraha Sada Ramo Bibhashate Putreshu, he is asking about our children. Agnishu, he is asking about our worship. Dareshu, he is asking about our life partners. Preshya Sishya Ganeshu, he is asking about our servants. While I came before a month, your servant was telling that he had a stomach pain. How he is now? This is the Kushala Prashna. In this way, he is remembering all of us, our servants, our families, and our Anushtana, Agnishu. He is asking about all these things. In this way, he is taking care of us. Even now we can see this. Rangeshayam Rajavadarhaniyam. If you go to Ranganatha Swami temple or Kanchi Varadan, they are rulers. They are kings. Lord Ranganatha goes to various places, to Urayur, to Jiyapuram. On the way in villages, Ranganatha halts. And you can see the people of that village, they come and they worship Ranganatha. And Ranganatha is taking care of them, asking their whereabouts and Kushala Prasnam he is doing. All these things you can see. For some reason, if Ranganatha doesn't come in some festival, people of that village become upset. That also we can see. So, going to these villages around is extremely important, is very important for Ranganatha. The same happens in Kanchipuram also. The same reflects in Vibhavavatara. Here, Sri Ramachandra goes and asks the whereabouts of the people. Not only asking Kushala Prasna just before election. This Kushala Prasnam is natural for Rama. Therefore, it doesn't end with Kushala Prasna. But he is solving the problems of the people. He takes care of the people. That comes in the next shloka. Vyasaneshu manushyanam brisham bhavati dukkitaha utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyati. He accepts their miseries as his misery and their joys as his joy. That is the empathy which we find with Rama. And this is his servitude which makes him a leader. Now, let us see how this word Swayam Sevak has to be understood. Sevak is fine, servant. Swayam, very nice. Why this Swayam Sevak, the term is coined? Swayam Sevak means self-motivated servant. Okay. He is not motivated by any other thing. He can be motivated by money. A Sevak can be motivated by money. A Sevak can be motivated, a servant can be motivated by glory also. Unfortunately, a servant can be motivated by drugs also. We can see this nowadays. And we also see in employments in the postmodern era, in several companies we can see now and then the employers offer liquors to the employees for motivation. Bharata is observing this is a very great sin. Lakshaya madhumamsene lohena cha vishena cha sadaiva bibriyat bhrityana yasya aryaha anumate gataha. Motivating the employees with liquor. By that, one acquires a great sin. May I acquire that sin if I wish Rama's exile. This is what Bharata says. These kinds of motivations are found in many places. Without all these motivation, if somebody works selflessly, at least one motivation is required. What is that? I need an icon in front of me. Some Vivekananda in front of me. Some Narendra Modi in front of me. Even that kind of motivation also is not required for a Swayam Sevak. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Swayam Sevak, a so powerful word. I see, Seva Bhava, I may have some icon, but I am not person oriented, always running after a person. And he is my hero. This is my hero. And whatever he says, I will do. Even that kind of idea is not there for a Swayam Sevak. Swayam Sevak, for him, A person is not ultimate. That's a very important point. Is not, even for Rama, no person is ultimate. Okay. Neither a boss, nor money, nor glory, name or fame. He is not working for all these things. He just offers himself for seva. That kind of Swayam Sevaks are required. This is what Dr. Hedgewar thought long before, maybe before 50 years roughly. I'm not remembering the years. Already there were such abundant Swayam Sevaks. Who are they? Freedom fighters. Okay, all freedom fighters. You may take Bhagat Singh or Chandrasekhar Azad or Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose. Before that, Balagangadhara Tilak, Sri Aurobindo, Veer Savarkar, Sister Nivedita. Even before them, you go to the first independence war, Mangal Pandey, Nana Sahib, and Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. Even before them, Punjab Kesari, Ranjit Singh, his name, Ranjit Singh. Even before that, Chhatrapati Rajaram, Tarabhai, Shivaji Maharaj, and Shahaji. These are all Swayam Sevaks. Okay. I don't say that they all belong to RSS, but they are Swayam. See the concept. They voluntarily offer their service to the people, to the nation, to Dharma. That's important. It's a parampara. It goes even beyond that. Krishnadeva Rayar and Bukkaraya, Appanna Udayar, all these things. Rani Mangamma and what is that Rani in Tamil Nadu? Velu Nachiyar. Yes, Velu Nachiyar. Before that, I'd go to Chandragupta, Samudragupta, Vikramaditya. Even before that, Chandragupta Maurya. And before that, Lord Krishna, Yudhishthira. And before that, Ramachandra. Okay, these are all, this is a list of Swayam Sevaks. Okay, already abundant Swayam Sevaks are there in India, but now we are getting freedom. After getting freedom also, Swayam Sevaks are required. So what can we do? For that, Dr. Hedgewar started to play with some boys. Finished. Okay, every day he started to play. That is how it all started in Nagpur. A very long history it has. And of course, we know the great Golwalkar, who fulfilled the aspiration, wish of Hedgewar, continued this parampara. Of course, it has a long history of selflessness, self-motivated seva. From that only this term Swayam Sevak I have taken here, and I am seeing Ramachandra as a Swayam Sevak. For the self-motivation, what is required? One submits himself, one dedicates himself for seva. How? What can be the motivation behind it? For what he is dedicating? Can be a religion, can be the motivation. An ideology can be a motivation. Patriotism can be the motivation. All these things are there. Okay. But none of these is a motivation for Ramachandra to be Swayam Sevak. It's very interesting. Neither patriotism, nor ideology, nor religion. The Ramachandra's sacrifice, Ramachandra's renunciation at the prime age, from 25 to 39. He gave up the whole kingdom and went to forest. For that, religion is not the reason. Right? Some ideology is not the reason. An ideology can make a person to do an extraordinary sacrifice. Religion also can do it. But Rama's motivation is not all these things. Not even patriotism. Okay. Rama's motivation is some other thing which is even subtler, very invisible, is not easy to understand, but more universal. What is that? Dharma. Dharma. Dharma is not religion. Okay. I don't see Dharma even as an ideology. Dharma is not just patriotism. Patriotism may have Dharma, may not also have Dharma. In the context of India, fortunately, patriotism has Dharma. Okay. It's because if you love India, it means you are loving the principles of India. India is not just a country which is the land from Himalayas to Kanyakumari. This land is India. Yeah, it's a geographical definition. India is a dharma found in India. Okay. India is a dharma found in India. This understanding Maharana Pratap Singh had. This understanding Shivaji, they are not just fighting for land. Don't think that Shivaji was fighting for land. No. Shivaji fought for dharma. Dharma in this country. Okay. There is a subtle difference between country and nation. Okay. Desha and Rashtra. What is Desha? A region in between Himalayas and Kanyakumari is Desha or country. Rashtra is something different. What is that? The culture, okay, and dharma which is prevalent from Himalayas to Kanyakumari. The people, the living beings, the consciousness which is found. That is Rashtra, that is nation. Coming back to the point, in the context of India, this is fine. Patriotism may be dharmic. But in the whole world, probably, the greatest patriot is Hitler. What happened? What happened through the patriotism of Hitler? This we see. Therefore, patriotism can be adharmic too. Patriotism can be dharmic too. Dharma is even a higher principle than patriotism or religion and ideology. Okay. What is dharma after all? So many definitions of dharma are found, but here in this context, as an essence, I wish to present this as definition. Lokas samasta sukhino bhavantu. Universal welfare. Passion and action for universal welfare is dharma. Finished. Simplest definition. Any passion, any action regarding universal welfare is dharma. With that, Ramayana starts. Sarva bhuteshu kohitaha. Narada is asking, I want to know about a hero. No, I should not use the word hero. I want to know about a protagonist. Not even that. Not even that. Valmiki's question is simple and direct. I want to know about a human being. Nyatumevam narottamam, Valmiki doesn't say. Narasardulam, narottamam, narasreshtam. You need not call him a god, yeah. I want to know about Paradevata, Parabrahman. You need not call him as Parabrahman, Paradevata. At least you should call him as Narottama, right? The epic starts with the statement, I want to know about a human being. Deliberately avoiding all attributes like protagonist, hero, central figure, Superman. All these attributes are shunned. Nyatum evam vidam naram. Apacharam liya. Ibdi vote adikirar. Nyatum evam vidam naram. I want to know about a nara who aspires the universal welfare. Sarva bhuteshu kohitaha. He can come directly to the point, I want to know about Rama. Not even that. I'm interested in Rama because Rama aspires for universal welfare. So universal aspire principle is important for which Rama is working. Therefore, the connection goes like this. While Gajendra is calling Narayana in Bhagavatam, he doesn't address a Narayana. What he says? Adimulame. Then Narayana comes. It means Narayana is Adimulam. The expression is more effective. Okay. It's not here. Not only the story not only conveys that Narayana is a great Sharanya, it also conveys that Narayana is Adimulam. In the same way, if Valmiki asks, please tell me something about Rama, that is nothing great. He's asking, I want to know about a man, a human being, who aspires for universal welfare. Then Narada says that is Rama. Then the emphasis is higher. Rama's glory grows by this. Okay, Sarva Bhuteshu Kohitaha. This universal welfare, throughout the epic, you can see this universal welfare everywhere. So, let us start with Ayodhya Kanda now. Okay, two examples let me give. Ayodhya Kanda example, then remaining epic. In Ayodhya Kanda, he gives up the kingdom. Shishi Anna says, it is not a loss. Okay, it is not a loss. Very interestingly, the agenda motivated researchers in this postmodern era, agenda motivated researchers, they deliberately hide this. They describe this as a loss of kingdom. For Rama, there is no need to lose this kingdom. It's because Rama is a capable leader, matchless hero. Whether you call him as hero or not, if you don't prefer to call him as hero, then also the fact is that he is a hero. You may call him as Nara, but he is Narottama only. Okay. Such a man, nobody stops him from ruling, from taking the kingdom. Who is after all Kaikeyi? He can just throw away Kaikeyi and take the kingdom. Nobody is going to stop him. Just by a single command, Lakshmana will conquer all obstacles and crown Rama. We go up to Lakshmana. Even Sumantra can do it. Why Sumantra? Even the king Dasharatha says to Rama, my dear Rama, you just imprison me and get crowned. Dasharatha is offering. But with all these things, Rama is not accepting the kingdom. What is Ramarajya? Rama's renunciation is Ramarajya. What is that verse? Sabupar Rama? Tapasvi Raja. What is this? Rama is called as Tapasvi Raja by Tulsidas. Very rare expression, Tapasvi Raja. He gives Vidyamam Rishibhihi Tulyam Kevalam Dharmamastitam. Here somebody is asking, why you people are talking about Ramarajya. It comes only some few slokas in the end of Yuddhakanda, the last chapter only. Where comes Ramarajya? Ramarajya is throughout the epic. Krishna is called as Dwarakadishwara, not because he is a crowned king of Dwaraka. Okay, crowned king is that old man, Ugrasenar. Okay. These are all born rulers, born kings. Okay. Born leaders. King ruler, born leaders. Ramachandra is like that. Whether he is in forest or in kingdom, Nagarasto, Vanastova, Tomno Raja Janeshwara. He is the king. He is a leader. Therefore, it is not very difficult thing for him to accept the kingship. Ishwastrecha Pitusreshtaha. He is greater in archery than his father, Valmiki says. He is far greater in archery than his father. This is what Valmiki, Ishwastrecha Pitusreshtaha. Such a person can easily acquire the kingdom. But he renounces. He Swayam renounces, voluntarily renounces. Nobody is plundering the wealth from him. Here Rama Swayam Seva starts. Okay. It's not a loss of the kingdom. It's not that he gambled and lost, or he was defeated by somebody. Somebody came and some foreigner came and threw him out to the forest. Not like that. He voluntarily gives up the kingdom. For what? For a religion or for patriotism, for an ideology. It doesn't stop here. The invisible principle, very subtle principle, truth. I don't see any other story like this in the world literature. There are various examples for sacrifice. Some people sacrifice for religion, some people for some other thing. But for such an invisible principle, a sacrifice is happening. A very subtle principle. In the time of freedom fight, many great souls sacrificed for the sake of nation. Those are all we are seeing. But this is a very unique sacrifice where the principle is not easily understandable. Why Rama went to forest, many may not know. Even without knowing, they enjoy the story because they unconsciously know. Peripherally, it looks like Rama obeyed the words of father. It is not such a simple story. No. Rama obeyed father's word. Father said, go to the forest, and Rama obeyed it. It is not such a simple story. Okay. It is something beyond that. The word. What does it mean? Pratigya. I don't know how to translate this pratigya in English. Oath, swearing, promise. So many words can be there. Hmm? Oh. Okay. Anyhow, let me use the word pratigya. Shapatam, they say. Shapatam, pratigya. Okay. Pratigya is very important to hold the society. In a court, first one makes pratigya. Whatever I say here is true and true only. He makes pratigya, then he starts. He plays the role of a witness, sakshi. To a sakshi, pratigya is very important. And also in transactions, pratigya is important. In business, somebody is getting a loan. Next month I will repay. There comes pratigya. In vyavahara, pratigya comes. Okay. If you let the people to give up pratigya, it will become a practice in society. Then in society, the things will become more and more complex. This idea behind it, behind Rama's renunciation. Things will become more and more complex because people will start to feel happy to give up truth in the court, also in the business concerns. That will make the things more complex. Convicts will be released, innocents will be imprisoned. Then everywhere you can see bomb blast, everywhere you can see crimes because convicts will be released if pratigya is not held. Therefore, pratigya becomes very important. I should stand in my pratigya, especially the ruler. Okay. Long back in USA, a leader was brought into court for a crime. I don't know whether it is crime or not in USA. Then it has to be a crime, otherwise why they bring him to the court? For some fault, he was brought into the court. People were ready to forgive him even for that crime. Please understand. You may be knowing about whom I am talking. Okay, people were ready to forgive that crime. But regarding what people are not ready, he came to the court, American president. What is his name? Clinton. Yes, Clinton. He came to the court and said, I did not commit that crime. I did not commit that mistake. This people couldn't tolerate. Okay, how can the president lie in the court? That people could not. That became the big issue in USA. So, a president of a nation or a leader, it becomes a great responsibility for safeguarding pratigya. He should not give up, he or she should not give up pratigya. That's very important. Rama feels if I give up pratigya and become king, people will be happy immediately. Bharata also will be happy. But in due course of time, gradually, people will lose the grip of pratigya, grip of truth. This will lead to more and more corruptions everywhere. On the other hand, if I take pratigya seriously, if I hold the pratigya very seriously and show this as a lesson to the people, people's interest towards this pratigya will grow like anything, so that corruption can be eradicated. This is a very important thing here in Ayodhya Kanda. A long explanation is needed for this, but I don't have time, therefore I stop here. A long explanation regarding pratigya, satyam. Okay. Rama just renounces, like renouncing his robe, his mantle. He just renounces the king. Savihaya uttariyani maharhani mahayasaha. That is why he goes to the forest. It's not that he is not interested to be in society. It's not that he became a recluse, therefore he gave up the kingdom. No. It's not that he lost the kingdom. No. He just gives up only to establish Ramarajya. We need a corruptionless society for which I need to be an example. That is how he renounces the kingdom and goes. It's a very great service. Swayam Seva starts here. Then when he went to the forest, there also his Swayam Seva continues. Where? He is residing in Chitrakuta. Suddenly he sees the sages belonging to Chitrakuta are going away from that forest. With clasped hands he is asking, Sirs, is there any fault with me? Why are you going away? They are telling, Kara belonging to Janasthana, his gangs are expanding their territories up to Chitrakuta. They were atrocious only in Dandakaranya, now they are coming up to Chitrakuta. Therefore we are afraid. We can't perform tapasya here. We are moving towards northern areas, maybe Naimisharanya or Kanvasrama or Himalayas. We are going. These sages, என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் கொஞ்சம் சுமாரான சேஜஸ் தான் இவாள். சரபங்கர் சுதீஸ்வர் மாதிரி கிரேட் இல்லை. அதனால தான் வால்மீகி அவ பேரை கூட சொல்லலை. என்னோட அபிப்பிராயம் அது. ஏன்னா அவா நடந்துக்கிற முறை வேறையா இருக்கும். Those sages, Sharabanga or Sudishna, having such a kind of Sharanya here in Chitrakuta, leaving him and going away to Himalayas, is a very trivial thing. Not a great thing. And they understand Rama very poorly. They say to Rama, may you also come with us if you want, because here threats are abundant. Threats are upcoming. Rama doesn't say, no, I will not come, I will take care of my job, you go. He will not tell like that. He will not tell. His character, his personality is like that. His benchmark. He doesn't respond at all. While they are telling this, he just clasped his hands. Means, that's a body language, that's all. What does it mean? With a very great reverence. He is conveying, thank you, may you go. I have no plan to revert. This is the meaning. They understood it and they went. Then, after their departure, Rama also departs. Rama also starts his journey from Chitrakuta. Peripherally, when we look at it, we may think Rama is afraid of the same Rakshasas, therefore he is leaving the forest. If Rama is truly afraid, Rama would have gone to Himalayas or Naimisharanya. Okay. Rama is not going towards Himalayas, but he is going towards the abode of Kara. He is moving towards the abode of Kara. Okay. It conveys some other thing. He is starting his mission. He is not telling to anybody, I'm going to do all these things, that thing. Very silent. Swayam Sevak is very silent. Ramachandra works. He is not talking. I'm entering here for that, there's no. Silently he enters into Dandakaranya. He never opens his mouth. He is completely composed. Completely composed. Their principles, who are going away from Chitrakuta to Naimisharanya, their principle is a very popular saying, Dushtana Kanda Dura Velakhu. Simple. Rama's principle is Dushtana Kanda Dura Velakhu. With this principle, he is not opening his mouth and telling all these things. We should understand. So many things we can understand only through his action and body language. Rama rarely opens his mouth. Okay. Such a kind of hero of such caliber and cadre, we can't expect him always talking. Rama is not talkative. He is very sharp. Only few words. Okay. We can see him only in his action. He marches to Dandakaranya. So rishis are inviting him, and rishis are Tarpayamasuhu Ishwaram. First chapter of Aranyakanda ends with this. Okay. They all are inviting him, and they are conveying their issues. They are showing those holocausts committed by Rakshasas. Yahi pasya sharirani rishinam bhavitatmanam. There Rama swears, Rama makes a pratigya, I will not return to Ayodhya without eliminating these evil forces who are the causes of this holocaust in this Dandakaranya. And he dedicates the very purposeful life in the forest. It's not just going to forest and coming back. In these 14 years, he dedicates his life for this purpose. Somebody asked him, why should you do all these things? It's a very great disturbance, hindrance. Why are you facing such a risky job? At that time he says, for the sake of rishis, I can give up anything. Apyaham jivitam jahyam. I can even renounce my life. I can renounce my Sita or Lakshmana, anything for these people. Because rishis consider themselves as subjects of Rama. Okay. They say, we are also offering our tax. What's the tax? A portion from our tapasya. This is what Shastra says. The rishis who are performing tapasya, they offer a portion of tapasya to the king. And in that way, they are quoting the Shastra and telling, we are also offering our tapasya to you. Therefore, you need to work for us. This is what they say. Rama takes that as a very great task. And Rama finishes the evil forces. Tisai karmam thirutti vandu ulahanda thirumal kovil Periyalvar. So, he Maravadiyai Thambikku Vaanpanayam Vaithu Poi Vaanoru Vaazha. He removes all the evil forces, and to remove those evil forces, he just destroyed Kara Dushana. This is not enough. This is not enough. Because root cause is somewhere else. From this only Samartha Ramadas found that idea. Okay. We can secure our land. That is not enough. Okay. What is the root cause? We have to go to the root cause of the disease. They say in Ayurveda and yoga therapy. Root cause of the disease. In the same way, some terrorists are coming and disturbing. We need to understand who are they? Why are they working like this? And from which place they are coming? What are they doing in their place? That is very important. That is why, even after destroying Kara and Dushana, he is not contented. He goes up to Lanka. Okay. On the way, he gathers the army. He is not bringing army from Ayodhya because he is a born leader. He doesn't even ask for help from Ayodhyans. He gathers a huge army, Vanara army. He never thought of, even Lakshmana never thought of bringing Ayodhya armies here. Vanara army he developed. With that huge Vanara army, he made a huge Setu, crossed the ocean, and fought against those evil forces. Root cause was uprooted. For all these great services, he never had any motivation, please understand. He never had an idea to conquer Kishkinda or Lanka. He could have become the king of Lanka, or he could have coronated his Lakshmana in Lanka. But he coronated only the son of soil. Smriti is like that, for your information. Manudharma Shastra and Yagyavalkya Smriti, they say very clearly, if a king is conquering a land, he should not install his own sibling as a king there. He should install only a son of soil in that land. And also, he should not impose his culture on that land. These are written in the Smritis. Okay. For example, on those days, I am telling, not now. Some desha, take for example, Kosala desha. Like, if Kosala desha is conquering Kuru desha, Kosala desha cannot impose its culture on Kuru desha. That's how Smriti says. In Kosala desha, it has is even though the culture is same, general culture is same. Everywhere we see Apastamba Sutra, Bodhayana, or these kinds of things only we see throughout India. General culture is same, but some speciality, some Visheshata is there everywhere. For some reasons, Tamil Nadu is unique, Karnataka is unique, Andhra is unique. For some special features they have. These special features should not be disturbed by the conqueror. This is a rule in Dharma Shastra. So Ramachandra installs Vibhishana as king. He is not taking that. Api Swarnamayim Lanka, Api Swarnamayi Lanka Name Lakshmana Rochate, Janani Janmabhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. This is what we see with Ramachandra. Therefore, after cleaning all these things, he comes back to accept kingdom. Okay. Before doing all these things, if he takes kingdom, it is not Ramarajya, even if Rama rules. Okay. He establishes first truth. Then he has cleansed the terrorism found in the world. He established the Ramarajya first in Lanka. Not Rama's rule in literal sense. Through Vibhishana I am talking. Here Ramarajya is a passion for universal welfare. That he establishes in Lanka, that he establishes in no motivation. It's very interesting. The conqueror of Lanka doesn't enter into Lanka even. It's a very great virtue. We know the conquerors. When Muhammad Ghori came to Delhi, after the death of Prithviraj, or after the conquest of Prithviraj, what he did, we know. And his own contemporaries write about it. Looted Delhi like anything. But regarding Ramachandra, he went up to the boundaries of Lanka, the richest city of his time. He never even bothered. Some people come here to conference, never even bothered to go to Malleswaram or Jayanagar. All the way we have come to Bangalore. After conference, we need to go to Jayanagar and see that mall and all. You know, Solrale, Mustafa. Forum mall. They just come to Valmiki Ashrama and go back without even seeing the main Bangalore. Like that. Ramachandra, what he does, he comes to Lanka. Some people are expecting he may enter into Lanka at least. He may at least see. He may have some glance of Lanka. He was not at all curious. He gave this to Vibhishana. He not even enters into Lanka. He returns. Such a grand Vairagya we can see in Rama here. And even in Kishkinda he doesn't enter. Okay. So, without a list of expectation, this is Karma Yoga spirit of Ramachandra. Without a list of expectation, he just offers himself to the service of the beings, service of mankind. It came into my mouth, but I change it as service to the beings. So Rama represents service. Rama is the embodiment of service. Rama is an ideal Swayam Sevak. Sitara.
Shri Anna used to say there are two types of Rama Bhaktas. One who aspire to become Rama, or one who is longing to be a Rama, or one who thinks that I'm not able to be like you, I'm not able to follow the virtues. See, as a Rama Bhakta, what are the qualities that you think that we can follow it in a easy manner? At least one will have a satisfaction that yes, I have some percentage of qualities that Rama had.
So, what are the qualities we can?
What are the qualities that can be followed by a Rama Bhakta in a easiest manner? Because countless virtues. Rama has countless virtues because Ramayanam starts with those virtues only. So what do we feel? Because we cannot follow the valor that Rama had, and it is unimaginable to think that, right? He finished the 14,000 Rakshasas, and Kshatram is also required, not only for Kshatriyas but also for other people in other Varnas. Now, what do we, especially can we follow his love or affection or Satyam in the contemporary world? How it is easier for us to follow those virtues? That is one question.
Very nice question. What I feel is, instead of seeing these virtues as bits and pieces or watertight compartments, we can hit to the core. And the core of these virtues is the passion for universal welfare. And if we can grow this passion for universal welfare, for that sake, all other virtues, they all get arranged, they all come. And to enhance this passion for universal welfare, it becomes easier when we read Ramayana, when we listen to Ramayana as it is. Okay. By this, the passion for universal welfare can naturally grow. Okay. On listening to Sita's pleading, let me also come to forest. On listening to that, anybody will develop commitment towards his or her life partner.